Good morning from my garden. It is Easter Eve, or Holy Saturday. Yesterday I went to a Good Friday service, and in the reading, we reached the point in the story of Jesus' crucifixion when they placed purple robes. They prepared him for his crucifixion, and one of the things they did was they put purple robes on Jesus. Purple is a royal color. I'm not sure. I don't know the Bible well enough to know whether that was a mockery or not, or whether that was intentional in some way. It was intentional. I have a post on my blog about the importance of purple in the Bible. There was a lady named Lydia who was of Greek, kind of Greco-Roman descent, and she was a lady who made purple dyes. Purple dyes were very, very, very valuable for the Jews, for the ancient Jews, and for the ancient Greeks, because the kings and the royalty wore purple. I think, I don't know which came first, the chicken or the egg, but they wore purple. Therefore, purple dye was important. Probably it could have been vice versa. Purple dye was scarce, and therefore it was saved for the kings and for the important cloths and things like that. Well, purple is very important in my own history. I like to tell a story. It's really not, it's very, hello to my first poppy bloom of the year. Allium poppy, bachelor button. While I'm over here, let me take a picture of my fleabane. And that is wild Canada lettuce. Isn't that a stately plant? It looks like a giant fern. And although I'm wandering a bit, those are probably both weeds that I invite to my garden. I think it's hypocrisy to go pay $200 for a fern that big and throw this guy away. He's free. I think it's hypocrisy to invest a lot of money in daisies when you got these guys free, fleabane. But back to my purple story. My mother she is my hero. She died when she was 98, and that was a year ago. But she was born in a very poor family, and her mother died when she was very young. Before that, she was in a tuberculosis sanatorium for a long time, and so she had a pretty austere childhood. At Christmas, I like to tell the story that she only got one toy for Christmas in her whole life, and it was a doll that my mother bought that my mother's mother bought for her right before she died. And at Easter, her most precious memory was of the year that her aunt made her a purple or lavender Easter dress. It was made of organza. Back then, anything organza, that's like a silk. It's like a silk material, and it was purple. And I always tell the story of how my mother's most cherished memory of Easter was wearing purple organza at Easter time. This year I have purple phlox blooming at Easter time. I have purplish bachelor buttons blooming. I have purple allium, purple iris, And I have my memory of my mother's purple dress for Easter. One of the real privileges of getting old is that we are left with many memories. And I think it's very important, at least in my storytelling, to remember those memories, especially at the holidays.